Hi, ladies and gentlemen. It's so amazing to see you today. I hope all of you are having just a wonderful Friday if this is going up on Friday, which it would be very embarrassing if that's not the case. I'm recording this on Wednesday, so I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I just bought Cat's Eye concert tickets and I'm very excited for that. I had to sit in the waiting room on Ticketmaster for like 30 minutes, and then I actually had to go up to my teacher and be like, yo, can I search for tickets in the middle of your class? And he was like, yeah. That's fine. Shout out my English teacher, bro. That dude was actually goated. And that had to have been the most stressful experience of my life. Why is buying tickets so hard? But ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you for all the support on my recent videos. It's been amazing seeing all that. All the views, all the likes, all the comments. It's starting to pick up, which I'm very happy for. And I might be live tomorrow. If this is going up on Friday, I might be live tomorrow morning. No promises, but if you want to show up, you're very much welcome to. Genuinely, what is happening to my audio right now? It's like cutting off early. Like I hit the pause button and then it just cuts off the very last part of what I'm saying. Do you see that? What is happening? I turned the buffer size up, like I doubled it basically. Hopefully that helps. That's kind of annoying, but I guess that cuts off the intro. Let's just move on. Millions worth of cocaine stashed in shipment of Kim Kardashian brand underwear. Police. Okay, first of all, I didn't even know she made underwear. That's kind of weird. Genuinely, who is buying Kim Kardashian underwear? Is it any different, or is it just straight up like, does it have like her face on it or something? I will pay an extra $200 for this underwear so I could have Kim Kardashian on my butt cheeks. Merch like that is so dumb. Like, I don't want a JoJo Siwa backpack. Apologies, my phone went off. It's kind of a surprising thing that people want to text me right now. And why did they stash the cocaine in this package specifically? Maybe they were just like me. They were like, yo, nobody's gonna buy this, so I guess we'll just put it in here. The craziest thing is that this is gonna have absolutely zero effect on her career. Her career is just so messy and wild that this is just like a normal event. Not a normal event, but like this is a small event compared to everything else she's done. I don't even actually keep up with Kim Kardashian, but I know, trust me. And I don't think that she was the one who ordered cocaine to be put in her underwear, but like, I just think that would be kind of funny if it was. I could low-key see Kim Kardashian being an underground drug lord. I mean, look at her face, bro. She already looks like she's on drugs half the time. And half the time is a little bit of an understatement. I mean, look at her eyes, bro. She doesn't even look like she's there. Also, am I tripping, or I don't like actually know what she does? Genuinely, why is she famous? Like, is she just famous for having some fat cheeks? That happens to me with a lot of people. Like, sometimes I'll just look at a celebrity and be like, why are you famous? I don't know what you do. A British court sentenced a truck driver to prison for smuggling 7 million pounds, US 9.4 million, worth of cocaine in a shipment of underwear and clothing from Skims, Kim Kardashian's shapewear brand, authorities said Monday. She owns Skims? For real? For real? Look, I'm not trying to say anything too crazy, but all I'm gonna say is that some Skims clothing, it's like barely considered clothing. I'm looking at the website. I guess it is like mostly normal clothing, but I've seen some Skims clothing where it's like, are you even allowed to wear this in public? And how is he responsible? I mean, the truck driver obviously was the one transporting the drugs, but you know, who knows? Maybe it was the packaging people who did it. And I know this is like varying between each truck driver, but I'm pretty sure most truck drivers don't even know what they're delivering. And that was fast too. They made this statement on Monday. It's Wednesday right now. It's Wednesday, my dudes. And how do you even fit that? Don't they have weight stations on trucks? For trucks, I mean. But yeah, first of all, you'd have to find space to fit all that cocaine. $9.4 million sounds like quite a huge chunk of it. And not only that, but they do weight stations where like you have to drive over it and you can see how much your truck weighs. And if it's way more than it's supposed to be, then like obviously you would know that something got tampered with. I don't know how it is in Britain and like the rest of Europe, but in America, that is common behavior. People smuggle drugs in and out all the time. And I don't really know where I stand on this, to be honest, because she shouldn't take accountability and like get bashed, because obviously she and her company was not the one who did this, but like, I don't know. Maybe it was the company? I have no idea. The National Crime Agency said Jacob Jan Konkel, 40, was driving a truck carrying 28 pallets of Skims clothing from the Netherlands when he was stopped by border officials at a port in Essex in September. This happened all the way in September, bruh. Like, this article was literally posted today. And this is just so sad. You are literally 40 years old, dude. 40 years old selling drugs. Are we serious? That's like a major scale of like when you make fun of a 20-year-old for vaping. 'Cause you're, for real, 2 decades old and you're still vaping? How can you be almost half a century old doing cocaine? Unless you're Kim Kardashian, or actually, matter of fact, like half the celebrities in America. You know what? I'm thinking I might squeeze in a second article after this one, because this one's pretty short. The agency said Konkel had stopped on the way to collect 90 kilograms or 198 pounds of cocaine, and that the truck had been specially adapted so that it could hide the drugs, wrapped in 1 kilogram 2.2 pound packages in a compartment of the truck's back doors. Yeah, buddy, I don't know if you're aware of this concept of weight They check how much you're carrying on you, bro. And if you're a drug lord, you're probably too perked off to like, make this contraption. That means there's a lot of players here. There was people who had to load it. There was people who had to, transfer it to the truck and hide it and all that stuff. There was a whole team. Imagine being on the cocaine Kim Kardashian underwear team. That would be so awesome. I would actually probably just die because that is actually the most disappointing thing of all time. You become a drug lord and you're like, this is going to be so sick. My life's going to be full of crime, riches, money, girls, all that stuff. No, you're just packing cocaine inside of Kim Kardashian underwear. The agency said the shipment of clothing was legitimate, and neither the exporter nor the importer were connected to the smuggled load. I mean, no duh, it was legitimate unless Kim Kardashian is just selling cocaine now. I'm sorry, bro. There hasn't been a day in my life where I haven't made fun of somebody when they bring up that they're a fan of Kim Kardashian or any of those Kardashians. But if she sold me cocaine, I don't know. I guess I'd have to convert to being a fan. Kunkel said he had agreed to transport the drugs for a payment of 4,500 euros or $5,243, according to the agency. Now, this is where the actual stupidity rolls in, because what do you mean you did this for $5,000? Are we serious, bro? We cannot be dead, bro. Like, you went to jail for $5,000? How broke do you have to be to sell your soul for $5,000? And $5,000's a lot of money, but it's not that much. Like, in terms of life-changing or being worth smuggling cocaine for. Maybe he just said it so he would get an easier sentence, but like, that is just so embarrassing. He was sentenced to 13.5 years in prison for drug smuggling at Chelmsford Crown Court. At Chelmsford Crown Court. 13.5 years. You could have a child and they can be in middle school at that point. Seriously. Or maybe just spend those 13.5 years working and you would make hundreds times more than that puny $5,000 that you did. My bad for clicking. I'll stop doing that. And well, that's it for this article. I guess I'll move on to one. And I think I have the right one in mind. It's also pretty short. I wanted to make a video on this one, and I'm pretty sure it's also cocaine related, but it was too short to make a full video out of, so I could just put it in the end of this one. But be careful what underwear you buy, because if it has Kim Kardashian's face on it, then I don't know, you might be putting cocaine up your butthole. Unless you like powdered sugar on your buns, then I guess it works. Okay, I found it, and it's not about cocaine, but I guess it kind of fits the theme anyway because it's about drugs. New Haven man found with Super Mario meth pills to serve federal prison time. That is actually just disgusting. First of all, you don't want Mario, like, in your mouth. That dude never showers. I've never seen him shower, at least. And he's a plumber, bro. He be in the sewer pipes all the time. But on a real note, this is like a children's character. What if a little kid got their hands on that cookie? Oh, it's shaped like Mario. That's, I know Mario. I play him in all my Smash Bros games and all that stuff. And definitely marketed towards children. I guess I'll just eat it. And now you have a child on meth. That's like a life sentence right there. It probably isn't, but like with the fact that the kid can die off of that, then you probably should be given a life sentence. That's all just off assumption though. I have no idea why this guy made them Mario shaped, but I mean, that is pretty awesome. Now we just need the Waluigi Percocets, please! A New Haven man was sentenced to 6 years in federal prison on Monday for violating the terms of his release after he was found in possession of narcotics, including meth pills shaped like Mario in 2024. Narcotics, huh? Narcotics like Ark, like are we taming it? I swear all I've been thinking about for the past like 10 days is straight Ark. Knocking out a baryonyx with a Super Mario meth pill. That would be so awesome. I'm actually curious to see if them being shaped like Mario is just like kind of funny, or if that actually made the sentence worse. Because like I said, bro, I don't know, like, whoever he bought this from, it was obviously meant to either bypass security because they're like shaped like Mario cookies or whatever like that, or maybe they're like marketed to kids, which is even worse. You think they have other ones though? Like, do they have a Rigby Percocet? I want acid tabs with Peter Griffin's face on it, please. Now that I'm thinking about that, that would be an amazing time. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. I take that back. I don't do drugs. You shouldn't do drugs. Don't do drugs, people. That's very bad. Also, because if you do drugs, then you'd fall asleep and you wouldn't be able to watch my videos. That would just be such a tragedy. I'd wipe a tear. I'd shed a tear. Why did I think I'm on drugs right now. Hey guys, I just came back. I'm honestly not in the mood right now. I don't know. I just kind of got in the pissy mood. So I'm going to finish this video out of respect for you guys because, I said I would finish this article, but my bad. According to the Office of the U.S. Attorney for the District of Connecticut, 33-year-old Ronald Rogers was pulled over in New Haven City on May 2nd, 2024, and was found with fentanyl, methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin packaged for distribution, and meth pills shaped like cartoon characters, including Mario. I hope they come out with a Toon Link one. I will talk about this for days on end. Toon Link is my favorite Smash Bros character. Rogers has been sentenced to 37 months in federal prison in 2022 for drug distribution and firearm possession, as well as 14 months for violating the terms of his supervised release for a previous federal conviction for unlawful possession of ammunition by a felon. He was released in March 2024. Yeah, like I said in last video, this is just really not good for our federal police, community, society, service, whatever you call. I don't know anymore. What I'm trying to say is it makes the police less credible. Because what do you mean? He was selling drugs, had a firearm, broke his jail sentence or whatever sentence it was, and then he only got like 2 years. Are we serious? Why was he released early? He was selling drugs. They don't hold criminals accountable anymore for some reason. I don't know. Rogers has been in federal custody since May 30th, 2024 and pleaded guilty to possession of fentanyl with intent to distribute and distribution of fentanyl. I don't know if what I just said was just really stupid, but how? I thought he got released. I'm confused. How could he get released in March but then be in federal custody at the same time? Isn't that like the opposite? I don't know, man. I think I'm just straight up stupid. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the low energy at the end of this video. I'm trying to push through the best I can. But I really do appreciate everything that you guys do for me. And I just wanted you guys to know that you make my day every day. And in situations like this, you save me. So thank you all. Don't do drugs. It's a very bad thing. And if you got any entertainment or enjoyment out of this video, then I'm so happy because I did my job. And to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Ian. It's been amazing seeing you all again. And I'm going to end the video off here. I'll catch you. See ya.